Would you prefer to live happily in a beautiful dream or endure painfully in the harsh reality?
Each character in the Glass Menagerie holds something very close to them. For some, it is an unfulfilled dream. For others, it is a set of objects. Yet there is one thing each character has in common, a deviation from reality. Since the father of the family left many years ago, Tom is the man of the household. While his dream is to be a writer, he provides for his family with a low-paying, unfulfilling job at the factory. Laura is his older sister and lives with a leg problem that has left her with a limp, causing her to often trip. She accepts her problem but does not confront it. Rather, Laura's reality is made up of jazz music and her favorite possession, the Glass Menagerie. Finally, Amanda is the worried mother of Tom and Laura, though her worries are only concerned with her daughter. Amanda wishes for health, success, and happiness for her two children, though her dream for Laura is a room of gentlemen callers. She lives in a delusion that gentlemen callers will one day flood the house with the aspiration of winning Laura's hand in marriage. Laura has accepted that she will not be the recipient of such an honor, but Amanda spends every day of her life preparing for that moment. She tells Tom that he only must maintain his job at the factory until Laura has a husband who can provide for the family. She refuses to allow Laura to help with the dishes so that her hands stay soft for the gentlemen callers to be arriving at any moment. Tom recognizes his inferiority, yet continues to play the role of the provider. He copes with it by spending all his free time at the movies, enjoying the entertainment and the alcoholic escape from his reality. While following dreams may lead one to a fulfilling life, living a life devoid of quality relationships and avoiding the reality of it can lead to dysfunction and therefore ultimate unhappiness. Jim O'Connor has told Laura that she needs not focus on the small occurrences she has faced in her life. Issues that seem like the sky is falling to Laura goes relatively unnoticed by the general population. For example, Laura thought everybody in her high school class was staring at her like a zoo animal when she walked the halls with her bad leg, even though Tom told her he never noticed. Laura has been able to get over her insecurities, as she refused to return to go to business school after embarrassing herself the first day by vomiting. Laura enjoys living in her fragile dream with the animals of her Glass Menagerie collection as a symbol for it. A symbol is something that represents another idea or object, and Glass Menagerie is a perfect example of a symbol for Laura, her life, and her dream. Just like the Glass Menagerie, Laura is fragile and easily broken. The unicorn is unique from all other animals in the collection, just as Laura is with her disability. The light shines through the glass to form a rainbow, which signifies the beauty of an illusion. It is all shown in unison, as Laura is lonely in real life and beautiful and imagines beautiful illusions, but when the unicorn breaks off it is left as a horse, a common thing, just as Laura is in reality just a common girl. Nobody special with any intriguing particularity for whom Jim would give up his fiancée for. When the pieces break at the expense of Tom and Jim, so does a part of Laura and a part of her dream. This is shown deliberately when Jim dances with Laura and there appears to be a potentially great romantic relationship between the two. Rather, we come to learn, though, that Laura's dream is just like the unicorn that lost its horn. It is no longer fantasy. She's no longer different from anyone, just another version of them like the horses in her collection. Her menagerie helps her avoid the reality that she will not have a relationship with Jim. It takes away the little confidence she built and crushes it into tiny pieces.
Reality seems just to be out of reach for many plays, just like the Glass Menagerie. Both Deathless Salesman and Long Day's Journey into Night represent a family struggling to get along due to each individual's reality. For some, addictions have clouded reality just as fog covers the night in the later play. For all, dreams and aspirations are unattainable, causing the harshness and disappointment of living without fulfilling them to be clouded over reality that is more easily comprehended. Plays can show this better than any other literary genre, since it can successfully tools like setting more blatantly, just as the fire escape described in the Glass Menagerie represents escaping the fire that is reality as Laura trips down it. The fog in Long Day's Journey into Night can be fully comprehended through the visual, and the fourth wall breaking can give the audience more direct understanding of authenticity and meaning. Just as Tom recalls his memories directly do the audience and through the fourth wall. Each play holds a central meaning that should be recognized by an intellectual audience full of bright young scholars. Have courage and face reality to avoid desperate, inevitable suffering.